good evening, Forever Business owners from right across Australia and of course all around the globe. I am Sean Marinakis, Country Sales Manager at Forever Living Products Australia, and we are so excited to bring you tonight's special training event. Ever since the Singapore Global Rally in 2015, there's been an incredible buzz right across the globe about Forever's newest product range. The Forever Essential Oils are truly unique to Forever in not only how Forever has created the range, but also how we've sourced each individual ingredient. The Forever Essential Oils, of course, allows each and every business owner the opportunity to feel the power and sense of these amazing products, but to also apply these products to your very own business and begin to explore a marketplace you've never truly been able to target in the past. Ladies, gentlemen, and of course, Forever Business owners, it is with great pleasure that I introduced our guest speaker for this evening, Eagle Manager Nicole Van Hattem from Brisbane, Australia, who will be sharing with you some of her own knowledge and experience, both of using and applying the Forever Essential Oils range. Without further ado, please put your hands together and give a warm welcome to Eagle Manager Nicole Van Hattem. Nicole, please take it away.
Thank you for that introduction, Sean, and thank you to everyone who has tuned in to the webinar wherever you are in the world today. So today I'm going to be sharing with you what I love about the Forever Essential Oils, what I love about essential oils in general, how you can get the most out of them in your everyday lives, what we have on offer and why they're so very special. So let's get straight into it. Let's talk first of all about the power of scent and how that has an effect on the brain and how that has effect on your mood and the choices that you make, the way that you feel, your connection to certain memories and so on. Have a bit of a think about, the perfumes that you've chosen, how that perhaps has been influenced by some of the branding and marketing attached to the scent or the smell or the product, and think about the way it's made you feel each time you've worn that particular perfume. What about when you've smelled flowers? If you were given a beautiful bunch of flowers for a celebration or a recognition event, when you smell those flowers again later, does it bring up some of those emotions and thoughts and recollections? What about the scent, the smell of your favorite food and drinks? How many of you listening to this would smell a cup of coffee, and even if you don't like the taste of coffee, you're attracted to the smell of coffee? What about the smell of foods such as popcorn, fresh popcorn in a shopping centre? What does that bring up for you when you smell that smell again? So we know essential oils smell good, but they do so much more than that. And your senses are incredibly powerful, and the most powerful one of all is your sense of smell. It's 10,000 times stronger than the other senses. When the other senses must travel through the body to reach your brain, and scent is the exception. It is almost instantaneous. It goes straight into your brain and begins to elicit some feelings and emotions and moods. But let's have a little bit of a look at the science behind that. So from the time you smell something until the time your body naturally reacts is almost instantaneous. So this shows you just how powerful the sense of smell is. So let's take a look at the science behind this amazing reaction in your body. So first of all, while you're sitting there or standing there or walking, listening to this, I really would love you to take a nice, deep breath in. And when you inhale, what happens is your olfactory receptor cells in your nasal cavity send electrical impulses to the olfactory bulb, which then passes information onto the limbic system in your brain. Now, the limbic system, which is often referred to as the emotional part of your brain, it's made up of several parts, including the hippocampus and the amygdala. It controls memory and mood, and it's one of the reasons when we smell a smell, we have a memory or a feeling or an emotion attached to it. And that's one of the reasons why we like the smell of certain foods, or we don't like the smell of certain foods or scents that we might come across in nature, in the home, in the workplace, etc. So how does our body react when we smell something? So basically the smell causes a physiological response in the body. And thanks to the link between smell and memory, A scent could evoke feelings of comfort. Other scents could make you feel more alert, for example. So the triggers in the brain to release natural chemicals into the body that can make us feel calm, relaxed, invigorated, energized, or refreshed. The smell and your brain's association with it will determine how your body responds. So anytime you encounter a new scent, you can associate it with your surroundings such as the people that are around you, the events taking place, the environment in which you first come across that scent or smell. And then when you smell it again, it automatically evokes that first event, triggering a memory, a mood, or a feeling. So it's almost an instantaneous reaction. So we mentioned before that your smell is 10,000 times more powerful than the other senses. So instead of having to wait for other products to get through to the system, using an essential oil can be a much quicker way of changing a mood, a feeling, an emotion, and even a state of health and a sense of well-being, which we're going to explore a little bit as well. So we've already talked about the effects of the mind and the body and how that influences memory, mood, and can unlock the body's natural processes, which is something I do want you to keep in mind as we go through the presentation. We're not the only ones who have identified the importance and the power of the combination of a scent and a brand. So it's been used in marketing for a very, very long time, and businesses recognize the strong connection between scent and memory, and they incorporate it into their marketing. They do billions and billions of dollars of research to make sure that they're going to be positioning their brand and their scents to ensure that you are attracted and remain attracted and connected to their brand. It makes sense, doesn't it, really? If you think about some of the hotels, maybe even airlines, shopping centres, etc., that might use the smell of fresh made cookies, as we mentioned before, the popcorn, a certain kind of bouquet, to give off a sense of connection to them, of relaxation, maybe even a feeling of coming home, of comfort, of wanting to be there more or wanting to be there more often. There's a lot of research, as I mentioned, that's gone in behind the study of the connection between how our body functions, how our brain functions, and the connection with scent. So a Harvard study showed the greater recall when they were using the essential oil, rose oil, when students were studying. So that's something that you want to consider when you're thinking about bringing essential oils into your everyday life. How can they help you perform better, function better, feel better, have greater recall, more success in business and in life? Another study performed on dental patients showed the lowered anxiety in those patients who were exposed to lavender. So you can also think there that lavender would be great if it was burnt or heated and given off as an aromatic or even a topical during waiting to go into the dentist's chair, for example. And I'm going to be talking about my own experience with some of our blends that we have in the range and how I've used them to create calm in the dentist's chair, but I'm going to save that for a little bit later, so stay tuned. There are lots and lots of different studies that have shown the connection between how we function subconsciously, consciously, as a result of some of the smells that we've smelled, both good and not so good. So you can probably think of some immediately in your own life that have made you feel and act in certain ways as a result of smelling them. So let's talk about how some of the oils can be used. So you absolutely can use them in your car, in your office, in your home. If you just think about your car, how many of you get stressed when you're sitting in traffic jam, somebody cuts you off, or they slam on the brake, or they're tailgating, or whatever's going on? You could be using some of these essential oils to help you stay calm, focused, alert, even in the car as you're driving around town. In the office, absolutely. You can be using it as an aromatic, a topical, or even an ingestible in the office, and I'm going to be talking about some of ours that can be used in those 3 different ways, and of course in your home environment. Now, one of the tools I really love in the range that we have is that we have a little memory stick, and the memory stick goes in the side of your computer. You add the oil to the memory stick, and as you're working, it's giving off a little bit of the essential oil as an aromatic through the memory stick. It heats up and lets out a little bit of the aromatic essential oil, helping you to stay calm, alert, remember more, for example, have better recall for later. So I can think of many, many different ways that I could be using a memory stick with essential oil in my home or in my office, and even in the car, because it can fit into the most modern cars, have one of those little USB jacks, so you'd be able to put that in there and then have the beautiful essential oils coming through the car as you're driving around. Don't recommend the really super calm and relaxing one, of course. Probably better to have the ones that are going to make you more alert and more clear-headed and more rested without being too rested. You can also use essential oils to be added to products that you're already currently using, such as you'll be thinking of your moisturizers, your shampoos, your cleaning products. You could be putting them in your laundry, but we'll talk a little bit more about the specific ones and how they can be used in a moment. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the lemon essential oil that we have in our range, and I'm just going to shuffle some papers here because I really have quite a lot of notes on it. I want to make sure that I give you everything that I've collected on this. So we have the lemon essential oil in our range. It's one of our single notes. Now, lemon is a naturally uplifting scent, and it helps to reduce the negative effects of stress. So this is something that I use every day, and I use with my customers and my clients in my practice because of that very reason. We live in a very stressful world, and I can think of many, many different situations where a lemon essential oil is an essential tool in your everyday life. I keep one in my handbag with our essential oil, the lemon. It's also an ingestible, so it's possible to put it in your water. I'm drinking some of my water at the moment. And it's also a topical and an aromatic. I'll give you a summary of how to use each of our oils, what they're good for, and where they're grown. But I'll do that towards the end because I want to stay focused on giving you a bit more detail about specifically each one of our single notes. So with our lemon essential oil, it's really good for combating mental fatigue and exhaustion and enhancing clarity. So think about the times in your everyday life where you could certainly use a little bit more mental boost and a little bit more energy and a little bit more mental clarity. And when it's ingested, lemon oil can calm the stomach and support healthy digestion. So it's one of the reasons I add a couple of drops of the essential oil into my drinking water every day. So about 2 to 4 drops into half a litre of fresh water. So that helps to refresh but also calm my stomach and supports the digestion. And if you're going to perhaps consider adding it to some hot tea, it does, if the tea is boiling, so it's just come off the boil, you've just made your hot cup of tea, probably wait a few minutes till it cools down a little bit because you don't want to affect the efficacy of the lemon oil. So lemon oil can also be used to clean oily skin in small amounts and strengthen and nourish your hair and scalp. So simply add a couple of drops of your lemon essential oil to your moisturizing lotion, to the shampoo or the conditioner that you're currently using. So as I mentioned before, it can be ingested, and there are different rules in different countries. So before you run out there and put it in your water and recommend it to all your customers and your clients, just check with your local regulations, because I know some of you are tuning into this from different parts of the world. Here in Australia, I do use it myself in my water, as I mentioned. So in addition to its cleansing properties for the skin, so you're putting it internally, so it's an ingestible. You can use it on your skin, so it's a topical, but you can also use it to dissolve sticky substances. So if you're thinking about maybe you've removed a Band-Aid and you want to get the sticky substances off your skin, but you can also use it to remove sticky substances off say bench tops and cupboards and walls and things. Of course, it's very, very strong. Our lemon oil is very, very strong. It's 100% pure, and it comes from the lemon peel. So it's very, very, very pure, as I mentioned. So make sure that you dilute it before you add it to any surfaces or to the skin. Obviously, you don't need to dilute it if you're going to put it in your water, because the water is going to be doing the diluting. So the lemon that we use comes from very selected farms, and the farms are in Ventura County in California's coast in North America, and we only use the lemon peels. We use a cold pressing process, and we do this at the source, so it's a very, very high quality. It's 100% pure lemon essential oil. So just as a really quick summary on lemon, it's aromatic, topical, and ingestible. You can use it as a non-toxic cleaner. It has positive effects on mood. It uplifts and it energizes. It calms the stomach and aids digestion. So have a bit of a think about where that could be beneficial for you and your family and the people that you love in your everyday life. Moving on to lavender. Now, lavender, for some reason, in me, triggers the smell of lovely underwear drawers. I think because you're given sort of lavender bags or bags filled with fresh lavender to put into the underwear to keep them fresh and pretty and smelling just beautiful. So that's what it elicits in terms of that smell in my personal life. But the lavender itself is considered the Swiss Army knife of oils because it can be used in so many diverse ways. Now it calms and it soothes and it regenerates, and it can help reduce the stress levels by balancing cortisol. So cortisol is the stress hormone in the body. So this is a great essential oil to have around if you've got trouble sleeping, if you really need to feel very calm and you really want to enjoy deep sleep. It can ease muscle soreness when you mix it with our carrier oil and you massage it in. It's anti-inflammatory, so it does help to soothe minor abrasions, burns, bug bites, etc. And it will also help to balance the immune response to those things as well. And you can also be used to be inhaled, mix it with a carrier oil, put it on the back of the neck and the chest to aid respiration. So if you've got someone who has a bit of a respiratory challenge, for example. You can also add a few drops of this to a wet cloth and put it inside the dryer when you're drying your clothes, and that'll give it that beautiful, fresh, natural scent without any of the harsh chemicals or synthetic chemicals that might come with your more commercialized products. So if you're looking for a natural way to add a really fresh scent to your laundry, then that's a great way to do it. And it may also help repel bugs, so give that a try as well. Add it to our carrier oil and use it to repel bugs. So our lavender is specifically chosen from a unique species in Bulgaria. This particular species has a very high level of lineol acetate, which is that fruity, sweet aroma. And our lavender oil can be used as an aromatic and a topical, and specifically for, just if you don't want to remember everything about essential oils, this one's a great one to calm and soothe and relax. Moving on to peppermint. So the whole topic of essential oils is absolutely deep, and we could really be going on for hours. So I'm really only going to be focusing on our 3 single notes in our range and also our 3 complex blends, because we really could be talking about these forever. And you know what? If you have these 6 in your household kit, you really are very, very well equipped to handle most of the challenges on a day-to-day basis at home and at work and in the family, in terms of being able to calm and soothe and rest and clear the mind and feel invigorated and refreshed. So moving on to peppermint. So how many of those of you listening enjoy the smell of peppermint or the taste of peppermint? So peppermint's more than a food flavour. It's naturally refreshing and invigorating. and it influences mental clarity and may boost your energy. So you can use this obviously throughout the day. Instead of reaching for more stimulants, you could be using the smell of peppermint, enjoying our peppermint either aromatically or topically. Our peppermint is not an ingestible, so I don't recommend putting it in food or in any liquid, so don't take it internally, don't ingest it, but absolutely as an aromatic and as a topical. Great way to boost energy and mental clarity. You know, that 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon slump where you just think, oh, I just need another coffee, or I'll go for a soda or something like that. Skip that. Get your peppermint essential oil out of your bag. Have a good sniff of it. Maybe even if it's appropriate in your particular situation, you could put it in a diffuser and enjoy it that way as well. So our peppermint has no artificial ingredients whatsoever. It's 100% pure, and it's been shown that it can increase your recall and attention, your speed and your accuracy of calculations, and reduce daytime sleepiness. So as I mentioned, it's a fantastic mid-afternoon wake-up essential oil. Our peppermint is grown only in the Yakima Valley, and it's been nourished by the Mount St. Helens ash. It's been harvested and collected from the same farm which has been growing peppermint for 85 years. So these people really know what they're doing, and they absolutely love what they're doing. I encourage you to go onto our Facebook page, Forever Living Australia. Go to the top of the page and have a look at the tab that says Essential Oils. When you're there, scroll down and you'll see the pictures of our bottles of essential oils, the 3 single notes, and then the 3 blends, the signature blends, and click on each one of them and it'll give you a video link to a bit more information about each of the different essential oils that we have, where they're grown, why they were chosen, and why they're so special. So this particular farm, which has been growing the peppermint for 85 years, it has a much naturally higher menthol content. And that's the part that is the soothing and cooling element within natural peppermint. So peppermint can also be used as a powerful digestive aid, and this dates back to ancient Rome and Egypt when they were using peppermint to support digestion after meals. And because ours is not an ingestible, what I suggest that you do is that you mix a few drops. You can either put it directly onto the skin or mix it with our blend, our carrier oil, and rub it clockwise in a clockwise direction on your stomach. So it's going to help with digestion doing it that way. So you can even inhale it as a way to support digestion as well. Now, many people listening to this will have some form of digestive challenges, either themselves or within their friends and their family group. So this is a great way to be able to help them naturally, either by rubbing it on or encouraging them to smell and to inhale it, either through a diffuser or directly from the bottle. It can also help to relieve feelings of nausea. So if you have somebody who's experiencing nausea, you can see how these essential oils will be fantastic in your first aid kit, in your home, in your workplace, in your handbag. So there's so many different ways that you can use it. And as you play with them and you get to know them more, you'll be using them more and more to help yourself and help those people that you care about to cope naturally with what life is throwing at them. Peppermint's also been used quite commonly in toothpastes and mouthwashes. And because it does have that refreshing, that cooling, that invigorating element to it. I would also mix the peppermint oil with our carrier oil and rub it on your legs. If you've got tired legs at the end of the day, you're sore and achy, that'll be a good way to use it as well. And you could also mix it with the carrier oil and put it on your chest and neck to refresh and cool and invigorate and wake you up. So really, with essential oils, you're looking at adding it in as part of your tools for an overall healthy healthier life, to look better and feel better. It's part of a great strategy in all of that. Now, you've got your medical professional support when you're looking at health and wellness, and you've got your holistic practitioner support, and then in the middle there you can combine it with essential oils in order to have a complete approach to your health and wellness strategy. So I always recommend that people do seek advice from their medical professional, and that they also have their holistic practitioner support, and that they look at natural solutions that will complement and bring it all together. So if you're a holistic practitioner looking for a great essential oil range, definitely take a look at this one. If you're a forever living business owner, then by all means, get your head around essential oils, how you can use them in your own life, how you can be using them with your customers and your clients to have an even better experience. And if you're a medical professional listening into this, who might also be a forever business owner and potentially a holistic practitioner, then essential oils are one of those essential items in your toolkit as well. So essential oils are nothing new. They've been used for thousands of years. Their uses are incredibly varied, and there's a lot of anecdotal information out there. So I really encourage you to have your own experience with them. Use them, notice how you feel, use them in your family, use them in your home, explore them. And that's one of the reasons that in this particular webinar, I'm not going to go through the entire potential range of essential oils, because really you don't need to become an expert at essential oils. A few essential oils may be all you need to take care of the majority of your day-to-day needs for yourself and your family. So let's talk a little bit about how essential oils can help you in your business, because there'll be a lot of forever business owners listening into this webinar. And I want to encourage you to really explore this as a way to expand your businesses and your income, and especially to take care of yourself, your customers, and to share the essential oils with as many people as you possibly can. I mean, it's just good common sense, and because this business is really all about serving others and taking care of them and helping them to have a great experience, to look better and to feel better, essential oils, they're essential. Get to know them, get to really understand them. Have some fun with them as well. So let's talk a little bit about specifically how it can help your business. The essential oils marketplace is a $25 billion global market, and it's experiencing a 3.5% year-on growth. Now, the biggest market for essential oils is North America, but in places all around the world, people are waking up to the incredible health benefits, the wellness benefits of essential oils, and are looking for a very, very high quality, high efficacy product which we can offer them. So it's something that you really do want to get your mind around and really share with your customers. It's almost an untapped potential for the forever business owners. Here in Australia, it was only launched late last year in 2015. So many of the forever business owners are getting their minds around how to use them for their own purposes, so they can use it themselves and share it with other people. So I really do encourage you, if you haven't gone and bought your products, please do go and order them as soon as you can. And there are different ways and different packages that you can do to get your hands on those, which I'll share with you in a minute as well. So, I mean, essential oils have been around for thousands and thousands of years, and many of the remedies have been passed down in families, in communities, in different social networks. So it's definitely nothing new. And it seems that people are starting to wake up nowadays to the incredible benefits that nature does offer us, and they're looking for convenient, easily accessible ways to bring more of that into their day-to-day life, and we have something that absolutely we can share with them and help them. So why the forever essential oils? There are different essential oils out there in the market, and some of them say that they are 100% pure, 100% pure oil, but they're not. Ours absolutely are. They are 100% pure oil. We don't use any artificial fillers whatsoever. We've also partnered with scientists, farmers, botanists, and aromatherapists to make sure that we have the highest quality available and that we use only the best ingredients worldwide. I really do encourage you to go and have a look at our Facebook page so that you can see there where the different ingredients for our different essential oil signature blends and also our signature blends and our single notes come from, so that you can feel really confident that we have really gone out of our way across the world to find the best and to partner with the best to make sure that we can offer the best. I want to talk a little bit about our signature blends. Now, the signature blends are very complex blends. They're very high potency, and we've ensured that they have the highest efficacy possible. So we have 3 in the range. We have Defense, Soothe, and At Ease. And I use, I'll speak about it in a bit more detail, but I use the At Ease. That's the one I mentioned earlier in the webinar that I use when I go to the dentist to calm me down, because honestly, going to the dentist isn't my favourite thing to do. I don't jump on the opportunity to go to the dentist very often, and it does kind of stress me out a little bit. So I use the At Ease, and I rub a little bit on my wrists and I inhale it deeply, and I'm really quite calm by the time I get into the dentist chair. So we do have really, really good high potency, high efficacy blends, and they're really quite smelly delicious, if that's a word. They really smell fantastic. So in our Defense, it's a signature blend called Defense. We use it to promote strength and vitality. So I can imagine there's a few men also listening into the webinar who'd be very interested in perhaps getting an experience of our Defense essential oil, because sometimes the essential oils can be seen as something that women might be more attracted to and less so by men. But I think this one in particular is a very powerful one for men to start paying attention to as well. So within the signature blend called Defense, it has clove buds, orange, cinnamon bark, rosemary, frankincense, eucalyptus, and juniper berry. And as I mentioned, we use it to promote strength and vitality. Now, this particular signature blend, those ingredients come from India, Nepal, Somalia, United States, Madagascar, and Hungary, and they can be used as an aromatic, a topical, and an ingestible. So it is something that can be added to food and consumed. It's great for boosting the immune system. The other one we have is Soothe, and Soothe contains wild mint, wintergreen, camphor, ylang ylang, and chamomile. And it's deeply penetrating, and it's exactly what it says. It helps to soothe. The ingredients come from India, China, Madagascar, and Egypt, and it's a topical only. So it's something that you would use externally, and you would not ingest it, and you wouldn't put it in a diffuser or an oil burner. Now, honestly, I have to say my favourite, I'm a little bit biased, is the At Ease signature blend, because it really does work. And when I first started experiencing the essential oils, I was a little overwhelmed by 6 different ones to get my head around. So I thought, well, I'll pick 2. I'll get to know them really well. I'll get to use them very widely. And I picked the lemon oil, a lemon essential oil, and the At Ease. So both of these I keep in my handbag. Anytime you meet me, you can find them in my handbag and try them out for yourself. But the At Ease is the one I use when I go to the dentist, or if I'm going to be doing a speaking engagement, or if I'm feeling nervous or anxious for any reason. It could be the traffic, it could be stress, it could be having to do multiple tasks in a day, it could be running out of time, whatever it might be, and I just want to feel a little bit more harmony, calm, and peace, get myself back on track, feel as if I'm back in control of my world again. So the At Ease contains wintergreen, lavender, eucalyptus, coriander, olibanum, rosemary, chamomile, peppermint, basil, and oregano. It's used as an aromatic and a topical, and it comes in a 10 milliliter stick. It has a little roll-on bulb, so it's very convenient to carry with you and very easy to apply. As I mentioned, I put it on my wrists and I rubbed it together, and then I inhale it really deeply and had a fabulous dentist experience, even so much so that the dentist was saying to me, "You're so relaxed. You're like one of the most relaxed and calm, peaceful patients I've had." And I just kind of looked at him and said, "Oh, I'll have to introduce you to my essential oils." So these essential oils are from France, Russia, China, America, Egypt, and Spain. And as I mentioned, harmony, calm, and peace, and it really, really does work. So we've got a couple of options that you can choose from in order to get your hands on our incredible 100% pure essential oils. You can get them in a bundle. Now our essential oils bundle has all 6 of our essential oils. So it has 3 of the single notes and 3 of the signature blends. So you get 1 lemon, 1 lavender, 1 peppermint, 1 defense, 1 soothe, and 1 at ease. You can also get the tri-pack. Now the tri-pack are 5 milliliters each, not the 10 mils, and that contains lemon, peppermint, and lavender. So a really, really good one to have at office, at home, in the handbag. Now, I just want to touch a little bit on our carrier oil. Our carrier oil is a proprietary blend of aloe vera, vitamins E, A, and C, and natural unscented oils, which also includes coconut oil. And of course, that's only to be used as a diluting agent, to be used as an aromatic and a topical. You certainly don't use it as an ingestible. Now, I know that we've only just really touched on essential oils. As I mentioned, it's a huge topic and we could be talking about it for hours, but I really just want to give you a sniff, a taste, a touch of the Forever Living essential oils, and to really encourage you to dig a little bit deeper. So where can you get more information? 2 places I highly recommend, well, 3 places I recommend. One is the Forever Business Owner that has introduced you to this webinar. If you're a Forever Business Owner yourself, then absolutely go to your upline and speak to your team for more resources. You can also go to the foreverliving.com website, and that's available to everyone and everyone. And on that resource, we've got videos, we've got products dedicated to the essential oils range, product information sheets, so you can dig a little bit deeper in there as well, and you can even draw down some PDFs, print them off, and use them and share them that way as well, and learn more about them in that way. And then, of course, as I mentioned earlier, our Forever Living Australia Facebook page, there's a tab at the top that says Essential Oils. There's a wealth of information in there. There's short little videos to give you more information about the different oils, what they do, where the ingredients come from, and why they're so incredibly good for you. Now, of course, you're welcome to reach out to me. I love our essential oils range. I'm learning more and more about them every day, and I'm using them more and more in my life. I'm now up to using all 6 pretty much every day. I talk about them every day. I use them myself, I share them, and I'm using them as a business building tool within my business as well. So yes, please do reach out to me if I can help, but the foreverliving.com, your Forever Business Owner team, and our Facebook page, Forever Living Australia, the tab at the top is really hugely resource packed. So please do go there and get what you need. Now, I did promise at the beginning that I'd do a quick summary, because as I was doing my research, there's information everywhere and I wanted to pull it together as a little bit of a good reference sheet. So what I've done for you is, let me just get my notes together, is I've summarized our single notes and our signature blend. So just recapping so that we can summarize it, and you can listen to this. This will be recorded, this webinar, so that you can share it with other people later. So for those of you who are listening in live, yay, thank you for being here. And for those of you who are listening to the recording, yay, please listen to it again and again and take your notes and share it with other people. So just in terms of our summaries, our single notes Each of our essential oils is extracted from a specific part of the plant. So we use things such as the blossoms, the fruits, the seeds, the leaves, and even the bark and the roots. Our lemon oil comes from Ventura County, the California coast in North America. It can be used as a non-toxic cleaner. It has positive effects on mood. It uplifts, energizes, calms the stomach, aids digestion, and can be used as an aromatic, a topical, and an ingestible. Our lavender is a unique species of lavender grown in Bulgaria. It has very high levels of linolyl acetate, which is that fruity sweet aroma. It's used to calm and to soothe and relax. It's something that you could dilute and spray on your sheets and on your pillows to have a deep, restful, calm sleep, for example. And it can be used as an aromatic and a topical. Our peppermint comes from the Yakima Valley, and it's nourished by the Mount St. Helens ash. And it's coming from a farm that's been farming peppermint for over 85 years, and it's very naturally high in that menthol content that we want in peppermint, which is soothing and cooling. It's also a natural stimulant as well. Our peppermint can be used as an aromatic and a topical. We have 3 signature blends, and they have the highest potency and efficacy possible. We have 3. We have Defense, Soothe, and At Ease. Defense contains clove bud, orange, cinnamon bark, rosemary, frankincense, eucalyptus, juniper berry, and it promotes strength and vitality, and it's great as an aromatic, a topical, and an ingestible. We have the blend Soothe, which contains wild mint, wintergreen, camphor, ylang ylang, and chamomile. It deeply penetrates and it soothes. It's only to be used as a topical. We have At Ease, my favourite, which contains wintergreen, lavender, eucalyptus, coriander, olibanum, rosemary, chamomile, peppermint, basil, and oregano. It promotes harmony, calm, and peace, and it's only to be used as an aromatic and a topical. There are several different ways you can either buy each of these individual from the online shop or from the Forever Business owner that introduced you to this webinar. And we also have the carrier oil. Now, our carrier oil, as I mentioned, contains aloe vera, vitamins E, A, and C, and naturally unscented oils. And you use that to dilute for aromatic and topical use. So once again, thank you so much for tuning into this webinar, for being here, for listening, and for sharing this with people that you care about. I absolutely encourage you to use this in your own life on a daily basis to continually expand your knowledge and your use. Please share great ideas with me. I'm always looking for great ways to use our essential oils range more and more. And of course, remember that this is a fantastic opportunity to build your business using our incredible essential oils range, and to use it as an opportunity to talk to more people about the business opportunity, because really we have something truly incredible in terms of products and business opportunity to share with the world. So be well, everybody. Continue to take great care of you, to look better, to feel better, and to live a business life that you absolutely love.
Wow, 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 Nicole, that was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for sharing some of your experience using the Forever Essential Oils range with us this evening. You know, when Forever first announced the essential oils range that was coming out across the globe, you know, everybody became so excited because it truly is a marketplace that Forever, you know, hasn't tapped into the past, and it really opens the door to every single contact or prospect you've already spoken to chat to them again about a different opportunity with Forever. You know, if they're not into health and fitness or any of our other amazing products, we're going to guarantee that they're going to be interested in the essential oils range. You know, we have so many amazing different scents to choose from, and each of them really target either a different person or a different use within your life. So becoming familiar with the essential oils range is, of course, Extremely important for you so you can begin to share your own personal story with your customers and business owners, but it's also important to get familiar with them so you can begin to really use them to boost your business. Because of this special training we've had on tonight, we've had a chat around the Forever office in Australia, and what we've actually decided to do is release a special just because of this training session tonight. What we want everybody to do is to get involved with the Essential Oils range, purchase one of each of our blends, so purchase the Soothe, At Ease and Defense, and by purchasing these 3 individual items, we're going to reward you and give you a special Forever USB diffuser, of course, but also our newly released in Australia Forever Tri-Pack. If you're unfamiliar with the Tri-Pack is you get one of each of our individual notes. So you get the lemon, the peppermint, and the lavender, 3 5ml vials in a beautifully packaged Forever Essential Oils box. This is perfect for you to use and get familiar with. It's perfect for you to share with your team members or even take around sharing and using, beginning to build your business. So taking advantage of this special offer will give you all 6 of our essential oils within the range. You get 3 of the full size, as I mentioned, the 3 blends, as well as 1 of each of the individual notes in the smaller 5ml vials of the Tri-Pack. Now this special will only be available up until the end of this Sunday evening, 12 p.m. Sydney time, and this offer will also be available only within Australia and New Zealand. So if you're a business owner in Australia and New Zealand, please do take advantage of this amazing offer that we have. We know the essential oils can make such a big impact into your business as well as your total team. It's all about getting involved and really becoming familiar with the products to allow this to happen. Forever business owners, everybody who's joined us in tonight, I really do want to thank you for taking some time out and coming along to an amazing session. I hope you've taken lots of amazing notes because Nicole, you did such a great job and you shared so much amazing information. On behalf of all the business owners, I would like to thank you for tonight. So, best of luck building your business, everybody out there. Really take advantage of this special offer we have and, applying the essential oils into your standard business practice will make a very big impact. We know that for sure. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and I can't wait to see you all next time. Thank you.